I have a new pizza oven from Bighorn. I really like this one. This one is made for indoors. This is the largest indoor one that I've ever gotten. It does come with a really nice pizza spatula as well. Now what you see is pretty much what came, and you don't really have to assemble anything on this one, which is really nice. This one does have a removable door, and then we do have a really large pizza stone on this one. And you will see with this one we have a square shaped, and then it does have a couple circles, I guess, for different size pizza. You can kind of just center it. Now this pizza oven has heating elements on the bottom, and it also has them up at the top. So it's going to heat from above and the bottom. You also do have the option to adjust the temperatures for both the bottom and the top. And then you got several different cooking options as well. Like you got wood fired. Now there's going to be no wood in this whatsoever. It's going to be more of the type of cooking, like a brick oven type of cooking. And then you have your frozen, so you can always put frozen pizzas. I'll throw one in here in just a moment and try that. You got New York, thin, crispy, and then deep dish. And then you can go manual mode, and you can just set the temperatures and the time that you want. Now we're going to go ahead and plug it in. I failed to mention the cord. It actually has a decent sized cord for a countertop item. Now this one is definitely going to take up a bit more counter space or storage space. Also, there are handles on both sides, so you can easily grab it, lift it, pull it, and everything. All right, so when we turn it on, default, we're going to have 660 on both sides. And like I mentioned, you can adjust each one, just press it. And these will go up to 750 degrees. And the top one will go up to 850 degrees. Now, if we choose to go different modes, so right now it's in manual. If we go to, oh, I didn't want to start it yet. So if we go to wood fired, it's going to kick it up to 750 on both of them and a 3-minute timer. Then we have frozen, which is going to be 450, 480, and 15 minutes. New York, you got 5.5 minutes. It's 660 on both. Thin, crispy, 570 degrees at 6 minutes. And deep dish, 450 each at 20 minutes. And like I said, you could always do manual, and you can adjust this for what you need. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start it up with the frozen. Go ahead and let it start getting heated up. I'm going to pull out a frozen pizza. We're going to try that first. Now, when it comes to the frozen pizzas, all I have is this round, deep dish, like Walmart one. That's what my daughter actually likes. So we're going to go ahead and give that one a try here as soon as this is done warming up. If you put the door on, it will heat up much, much faster. All right, so after a few minutes, we are all heated up and ready. Go ahead and take the door off. Now, this one, depending on the sizes, you could actually do a pretty decent sized pizza. And if you were to do smaller ones, you could do multiple at the same time as well. My daughter only eats one of these at a time, though. So let's go ahead and get this in the center. I really like this pizza spatula. I like that it's solid and not perforated like some of the others, because I've had things get stuck, especially cheese and stuff. Now let's go ahead and give this a try. Now, just because I haven't used this before, I will check on it every couple minutes or so. Now, I was kind of curious what else I could use these pizza ovens for, because I never use them for anything other than pizza. But you could do fish, you could do steaks, you can do meats, you could do vegetables and breads and desserts and potato chips, and yeah, you could cook a lot of stuff with this. So maybe here pretty soon we'll try some other stuff with it. Now, I want to go ahead and check it at the 5-minute mark. I don't think you really have to rotate when it comes to this type of oven, but I would still like to do it anyway. So let's go ahead and see how it looks. So far it's looking pretty good. I don't think it's going to need the whole 15 minutes though. All right, so we're close to the 10-minute mark. I want to go ahead and check it again. That actually looks really good. That's about what she would want. Now, I have a couple little homemade ones to try, but I'm not exactly sure which setting I should use for this one, so I'm just putting it on the wood fire to try. It is a high temperature, so I will watch it a little bit more closely, and then we'll just see. We can always manually adjust, and you may have to manually adjust depending on the type of the pizza you're making anyway. All right, so I'm going to do the pizzas separately. We could fit them both in at the same time, but because I think this is going to be too high of a temperature, this might end up just burning it, but I wanted to test it out. I can already hear the sizzle. Now, as you can see with this one, it gives a timer of 3 minutes of that high heat. And so we do definitely want to keep an eye on it. Alright, so far we're not melting, so it's good. We're starting to get a nice crust on the bottom. It definitely cooks really quick at this temperature. Oh, I think that looks pretty good. Underneath it's starting to get a little dark though. Getting pretty close. And then of course you could always adjust these temperatures, so if you want to drop that down, maybe we want to go back to like a 450-ish, and we can always drop that top one down as well. Maybe also a 450. Now it is going to take a few minutes to drop the temperature, and keep in mind it is going to release the heat into your home. So if it's the summertime, this might be better to put like near a window or a vent, so at least you can pull out some of the heat. And if you're going to do different temperature items, maybe start out with your low heated stuff first and then finish off with the high heat. That way you don't have to wait for it to cool down to switch it over to something else. Now I'm not going to wait for it to fully drop the temperature. I was mostly just doing that to show you that you could drop it. And that one did okay with those temperatures. I think this one will do just fine with just slightly lower temperatures. And I'm going to go ahead and just leave the door off while it's cooking. All right, go ahead and give it a check here. Looking good. Not getting quite as dark as quick as the last one. Now, even when the timer goes off, it will continue to keep cooking until you actually shut it off. So do not rely on the timer for cooking. All right, so that's my quick demo doing a couple quick pizzas. I will do some other stuff when I have some time. I have to vacate this home here pretty soon, and I'm keeping my ingredients and stuff pretty limited right now. Now, up until now, I only tried their outdoor ones, which worked awesome. I really liked them. But this one is nice and convenient for inside, and it's got a nice size to it. It's kind of large, actually, so you definitely want to have a space for this one. But if you're looking for an indoor pizza oven, this one's from Bighorn. It comes pretty much already assembled. The only thing you got to do is unwrap everything. It comes with a really nice pizza spatula. I do like this style of one. And overall, it heats up pretty quick, and it cooks really quick. And I like that you can control both the bottom and the top. I just really love the functionality of this one. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.